George, after 16 minutes, how are you going to assess what Gloucester performed in that game?
I mean, that's why I'm gutted, really, is I would like to have had 15 v 15, against the best team in the league, and at 80 minutes we could have sort of given ourselves a benchmark of where we're at, and I was quite excited about that. But yeah, I mean, this isn't the place you want to go down to 14 men the way they play, because you've got to cover the set piece and you've got to cover the attacking play because they're strong in both. So you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't in terms of how you react and replace. So yeah, it's tricky to analyse. I think the first thing you've got to look at is character, and I think that was shown in abundance. I think second is solving problems on the go, and these are all learning points. The boys can go away and work out how do we solve those situations in the future. Hopefully not as long, but a yellow card scenario and that sort of thing. But it's tricky. I'll be honest, I'm gutted right now, as I say, because I wanted to get to the end of 80 minutes and be able to assess against the best team where we're at. We can't really do that because it wasn't 15 or 15.
Would it be too naive to say that over the last few weeks we've seen Gloucester's defensive line speed and aggression in tackles, the position they're making the tackles when the opposition are attacking, it just seems to have changed. You've changed your systems and things, seemingly.
No, we've just been building a system through the year, and it's taken time. And as we said at the earlier part of the year, when things weren't quite clicking, we've changed the whole system, and it will get better and better. And I think we're at a point now where everyone understands it and understands how hard they've got to work. And it's just like everything, we want to grow all areas of the game, and that's what we set out to do at the beginning of the year when we came in. So I think we're just getting there where the understanding and the trust is there amongst the boys to really implement the system. And I thought we made Bristol work really hard for their bonus point.
Yeah, they had to work. I mean, when you've gone down to 13 men at one time against the top of the league side, you know they're going to come through in the end, but you make it so difficult and still played some rugby.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I do like about this group. They back themselves, so we're going to make it hard in D, and then we're going to back ourselves in attack. And I thought, when we scored that try, Santi's try in the corner, that was just, that was backing yourselves, back the system. We've got the skill set, and even if we're a man down, we'll still have a crack. And there were some good moments like that, but it hurts right now for sure.
I know you don't like picking out individuals as such, but Lewis Ledlow is standing up as a captain, isn't he?
Yeah, I think Lewis has been awesome all season. I think if there's one bloke in the country probably who merits, being involved with England in the summer, it's Luds. And I think, he's leading Dom's system really well. I think, Dom Waldock deserves massive credit for tonight. His D system, like you say, and the way he's driving the boys forward on that is great. So, unfortunately, we didn't get too much chance to run the attack plays, which, is what it is on a night like tonight. But, yeah, Luds is at the forefront of that. He's driving standards around the place, and, he's a great captain.
And from a coach's point of view, can you just get your lesson plans out for the last week and go over them again, because you didn't get a chance to put them into play really?
No, and that's what I started the interview with. I think the most disappointing thing is I was excited to test ourselves against the best, and we had some good plans in place, I thought, and if we brought that physicality and the work rate, which we did, I think we could have had a tighter game. But yeah, as you say, the playbook goes out the window. You lose a lock, your line out changes, your line out D changes. You've got to ask Rue to go to lock, and it makes things messy. But again, character in those situations, you have to see character, and we saw that in abundance. So we'll take plenty of lessons. Matty will be disappointed with that tackle early on, but yeah, it is what it is today.
George, thanks very much for your time.
Thanks a lot.